Myself and DJ Sbu had an amazing conversation with Joshua Maponga, who used to be a bishop in the Seventh Day Adventist Church. You can go check it on the Hustlers Corner. It's a collaboration between the Hustlers Corner and the Virtual Mkuku, which is the platform that I manage. DJ Sbu manages the Hustlers Corner. I manage the Virtual Mkuku, and we got Joshua Maponga. Joshua Maponga is one of my mentors, is one of my teachers. He's like a big brother / father to me, and I appreciate his wisdom every time that I'm with him. Joshua Maponga spoke about the education system. A lot of us acknowledge and understand how fundamentally important education is to transforming the individual, the family, the community, the entire nation. If you want people to live a better life, if you want people to make money, create things, not be depressed and miserable, have healthier families, it is through education. Unfortunately, for most people, they narrow education down to schooling. Schools do not have a monopoly on education. We have been educated for centuries, millennia, without having schools as institutions. Schools were meant to be the place where it is the easiest to get information and the easiest to get privileged information in a structured way. So Joshua Maponga, when speaking about education, spoke about the book that he has just recently published and written, or released rather. And he says the way the education system should work is that every child in the community that they're in should walk around from a young age and pick out all of the problems that they have. Do we have a drug problem? Are all the kids on tik, nyaupe, snorting cocaine, over ingesting marijuana, weed? Are the kids addicted to alcohol? So there's alcohol abuse. Are there absent fathers? So the fathers are not in the home, or the mothers are not in the home, or the mothers are always drunk, or the fathers are constantly beating the women and the children. Is it a situation where if you look in the streets, the quality of our streets is bad? We've got potholes, the tar is eroding, cars are getting damaged. Is it a situation where we maybe do not have enough trees and shade? And maybe some of the homes are not well structured. Maybe we live in an informal settlement where it's just shacks and there's sewage running around there, etc. Do we get along? Do we have sports facilities, etc.? Write down a comprehensive list of all of those problems within your family, within your home, within your community. And then what you're meant to do as a child is then go to the institutions, whether it is a primary school, a high school, a university, a college, any other institution, and go with this list of problems and speak to whoever's in charge and say, I would like to meet with the teachers that can help me solve these problems. I would like to root out alcohol abuse. I would like to fix the roads. I would like to plant more trees. I would like us to have better homes. And then those teachers there are meant to structure an education program to help you solve your community and your family's problems. So if the homes are not great and you guys live in shacks, we need to then teach you how to build homes. Getting different types of soil, getting cement, getting bricks, blocks, etc., and learning how to build more decent homes. If the issue is potholes, for example, we must teach you how to close potholes and how to build better quality roads. If the issue is things like trees, we can obviously direct you, maybe help you raise some money, or maybe just help you get seeds and then plant those trees in your community. If the issue is that some of the schools are badly run, you need to figure out, is the issue the principals, the issue the teachers, is the issue the infrastructure, and how can we get better books, better infrastructure, etc. And you solve the problems of your home and of your community. A lot of us go to school today and we're not taught how to solve our problems in our communities. If anything, we're taught how to be a good employee, so that how we solve this problem is by getting as far away from it as possible. So we go to school, do basic education, do tertiary education, and then from there, we go and we study and we get a nice fancy job in the city. And then we leave that broken space and we almost never go back to fix it. Dead Prayers, favorite hip-hop duo of mine, has a song called They Schools, which I made the mistake of listening to in varsity, along with College Dropout by Kanye West. But in these schools, one of the messages that comes out in that song, please check it out, is a lot of these schools are not teaching us how to solve their own problems. They're not teaching us how to have better family units. They're not teaching our families to get along. They're not teaching us how to get rid of drugs and bad gun control in the hood, etc. The schools are not teaching us anything except how to help other people, the elite, build up their wealth for themselves. I rewatched in some of my videos archives an interview with Tupac Shakur as a young kid. I think he was at an art school, he was doing ballet. And at that young age, he could have been 17, 18, I'm not sure how old he was. He speaks about the fact that the schools are not teaching people anything relevant. He says we should have classes on drug education, on sex education, like real sex education. We should have classes on building, on creating, on getting along with our families. Instead, we have classes on like gym. Let's learn how to play volleyball. And it's like the schooling system doesn't make sense because all you need is reading, writing, arithmetic. And once you've got that cemented, the schooling system keeps repeating that, reading, writing, arithmetic over and over. It just makes it more complicated, but it's not necessary. And I've said before when I spoke about home education and homeschooling, and just the idea of education, that after your child can read effectively, write effectively, can speak effectively, and can do basic numbers, everything else is general knowledge. What you call geography, what you call history, business studies, accounting, all of those things are general knowledge, biology. That's why so many of you that studied it at a school level don't even remember it, because it's not relevant in your personal life. It's just something you learned at some point in your life. We need to change the way our children and ourselves are consuming education. Not just changing the schooling system, but making sure that, of course, you're hands-on at school. And if the school is not teaching your children what's important, try and have extra classes after school to teach the kids what's important. If not there, when they get home, what is your child consuming? What are they watching on television? What are they watching on their phones? What conversations are you having when you're with your children? Who are they spending time with? Are they spending time with business owners? Are they spending time with motor mechanics? Are they spending time with engineers, with people that work in construction, with people that run small trades, people with skills that can cut hair, that can do plumbing, that can do electrical work? Are your children being upskilled into valuable human beings and being educated effectively and efficiently? We need to change. We need to change how we're educating our children and ourselves. It's not just the schooling system. Mainstream media has got a lot of garbage. A lot of the stuff you guys watch on TV is trash. A lot of the people you hang out with, if you guys are not just drinking and getting drunk, if you're not just dancing aimlessly like clowns, if you're not fantasizing about getting some fancy car, a fancy home, if you're not whining about politics, gossiping about celebrities, you're not adding value to each other. You have got friends that are bankers, that are lawyers, that are engineers, that are actuaries, that are doctors, that run small businesses. But when you sit with them, are they actually imparting knowledge and education with you? Or do you guys speak about everything else except for skills and value and share knowledge? We need to change it. You need to change the books you're reading. You need to change the things that you consume. Shout out to Joshua Maponga. Shout out to DJ Spoo. Shout out to Tupac Shakur. Shout out to Dead Prez. Shout out to everyone who's very much about real education. Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, Elon Musk, some of the guys like Mark Zuckerberg at Facebook, people that have said, even the guys at Google, Sergey Brin and Larry Page. These are the guys that are like, education needs to be more than just pieces of paper. What skills do you have? What problems can you solve? And once we can figure out that the point of education is to find the problems in our spaces and then to go out there and seek the solutions and the tools, and then to go back to those spaces and to implement those solutions and to use those tools to fix those problems. Until we understand that, we will constantly be miseducated. As Lauryn Hill said in her Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, brilliant album. And as I think it's Dr. Carter Goodson. Anyways, there's a book called The Miseducation of the Negro. Another important book. Read these things, learn these things. Follow Penuel the Black Pen on his channel, on the Virtual Mkuku, on the Penal Show. I love education. I hate schooling. because it is misleading people. But I love education, and I will keep doing my best to educate you guys as much as possible so that you can improve your lived reality and improve your life. Penuel the Black Pen. Cheers.